In today's world, where the relentless flow of information constantly vies for our attention, there exists an oasis of calm, a moment when we can fortify our minds against the onslaught of external forces. This is not merely about another routine. It's a strategy that allows us to shape our thinking before the surrounding reality does. Every morning, each person faces a choice: succumb to the dictates of the external world or take control. Before emails, notifications, and other distractions flood the mind, there is a precious moment of silence that can be used to train the mind, sharpen thinking, achieve inner balance, and define one's essence. This is a form of mental armor, providing a daily advantage. We are not talking about fleeting inspiration, but about Stoicism, a philosophy proven by time and possessing immense power. It is crucial to deeply grasp this concept and make it an integral part of yourself. For a mind that is calm, clear, and focused from the very start of the day becomes unshakable in the face of any upcoming events. The first principle is that a person is the master of their own mind. Life will inevitably test you. Traffic jams, disrespect, delays, and tight deadlines. It is important to realize that the world is beyond your control. But there is something far more powerful: your reaction to what happens. This is the essence of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius's life was far from easy. He had to contend with military conflicts, treacherous betrayals, and bitter losses. Nevertheless, he left us with a wise teaching. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Let every morning begin with a reminder to yourself: my inner peace is inviolable. My mind is not for sale. It belongs to me, and only I decide how to protect it. My perception of everything around me depends entirely on this. This path begins with small steps. When you feel irritation rising, take a conscious pause. When fear approaches, focus on your breath. When you hear noise around you, maintain inner stillness. Become not a slave to your emotions, but the commander of your thoughts. Let each day begin with a firm intention. I will not allow what is beyond my control to govern me. I will rise above this chaos. And one more thing: silence is a powerful force. In a modern world steeped in noise, silence becomes your secret weapon. From the moment you wake up, the world unleashes an avalanche of information, demanding your attention. Social media, endless messages, screaming headlines, other people's opinions. But by allowing chaos to invade your consciousness before you can find peace, you begin your day already in a state of distraction and confusion. A Stoic chooses a completely different path. Seneca once remarked that if a person does not have a clear idea of their destination harbor, then no wind will be favorable to them. This is precisely why silence is not merely the absence of sound, but rather a directional guide, a compass that helps navigate the sea of life. Dedicate just 5 minutes of your time to silence. Turn off the music. Forget about endless news feeds. Simply focus on your breathing. Feel yourself in the present moment. It is in such moments that you reconnect with your own purpose, with what truly matters. In silence comes the realization of how often one acts impulsively instead of thoughtfully. Silence teaches the art of responding, not reacting, of observing the flow of thoughts without identifying with them. When this inner stillness becomes part of daily life, those around you sense it. Such a person is not easily unbalanced or confused. They are as if rooted to the earth, and this quality is becoming increasingly rare in the modern world. Discomfort, in turn, is the forge of discipline. Every morning, most people seek comfort, hitting the snooze button, enjoying a hot shower, choosing simple and familiar actions. However, a Stoic mindset is not formed through ease, but through discipline. Overcoming difficulties and choosing what is challenging but right. Epictetus rightly asserted that difficulties reveal a person's true nature. Every discomfort one faces is like a mirror, reflecting either inner strength or a propensity for excuses. Feeling drained, a person continues to move forward. Overwhelmed by doubts, they still step up to the starting line. Such is the mindset of one who does not rely on fleeting inspiration, but steadfastly moves towards their intended goal. The day should begin with a challenge to yourself. Whether it's an invigorating cold shower, an energetic workout, or mind-enriching reading, these are not mere obligations, but signals to the brain. We are not here to drift, but to develop and grow. As this discipline strengthens, fear of difficulties gives way to enthusiasm. Every obstacle is perceived as an opportunity to temper one's mind. In a world where attention is scattered every second, it's easy to lose sight of your main purpose. Therefore, every morning, it's essential to remind yourself of what truly matters. Not fleeting trends or the expectations of others, but your own values and principles. You should ask yourself, what is truly important to me? Who do I want to become? What compromises will I never make? These questions bring the mind back to itself, guide actions, and fill each day with meaning. Life without clear guidelines and principles turns into an aimless reaction to external stimuli. A person becomes susceptible to trends and public opinion, seeks the approval of others, and agrees to things that contradict their convictions. However, possessing strong values allows one to act consciously, honestly, and confidently. It is essential to record your values on paper, articulate them, and put them into practice. It is important not just to go through the day, but to fill it with meaning and purposeful actions. A follower of Stoicism does not wander aimlessly through life, but moves towards a clearly defined goal. The daily Stoic ritual is more than just journaling. It is a kind of mental reset, a return to one's fundamental principles. In the modern world, where the pace of life is constantly accelerating, it is especially important to maintain inner stability and stay connected to reality. It is necessary to repeat this ritual every morning, not merely by mechanically memorizing words, but by internalizing their meaning. Let these principles shape your character until they become an integral part of your being, until tranquility becomes second nature, and your mind does not falter in the face of chaos. The morning path to harmony includes waking with gratitude, embracing silence, reading or listening to wise sayings, reflecting on your values, and choosing discipline instead of striving for comfort. Stoics are forged through relentless repetition, profound reflection, and uncompromising honesty. When they stumble, they do not succumb to despair, but persistently return to the right path. The essence of Stoicism lies not in achieving unattainable perfection, but in a continuous striving for inner harmony and a return to one's center. Let these principles become a reliable anchor, strong armor, and an undeniable advantage. Turning to these thoughts every morning should foster personal growth and serve as a compass, guiding you toward your purpose until equanimity becomes an outstanding force. Let us not forget reality. No one can be certain of tomorrow. Marcus Aurelius urged, You could leave this life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This is not about fear, but about recognizing the value of every moment, about the necessity of living today as if it truly matters, because it does. Your actions, thoughts, and attitude towards life shape your character. Unfortunately, many people wander aimlessly through life, waiting for the right moment for change, hoping for a sudden burst of motivation, and believing that peace will come from external sources. A Stoic does not remain in passive anticipation. On the contrary, they actively forge their destiny. They do not indulge in fruitless dreams of more time, but effectively manage what they are given. Every morning, when a person opens their eyes, a new opportunity unfolds before them. A priceless gift that allows them to sharpen their intellect, guide their life by high moral principles, and maintain equanimity in this ever-changing world. Therefore, do not waste precious hours mindlessly scrolling through news feeds or tormenting yourself with doubts. You must rise to meet the new day, take control of your mind, and live it as if it were your last chance to demonstrate your true essence to the world. For it is entirely possible that it is. If these words have resonated deeply within you, do not let them simply dissolve into the flow of daily life. You must embody them, starting each morning as a true Stoic. Practice moments of silence and solitude. Control your thoughts, and daily remind yourself that the source of strength is always within you. Apply these principles in your life. This is the path chosen by thinkers and warriors who seek to fortify their inner strength in this noisy and restless world. Live purposefully, demonstrate discipline, and live each day as if it were your last.